Are there Aboriginal people in different parts of the world who are exposed to Islam? We have to recognize that the concept of being Aboriginal means the original man. In Malaysian, they would say orang asli, the original people. And this exists all over the planet. There are people who lived in these areas for thousands of years, and there are others who have migrated into the areas. But it is in the colonial period now, when the European powers conquered much of the world and they subjugated the local nations, that you get this concept of aboriginal, or the native people, the indigenous people, because the colonization that came in large scale throughout the world. And so if we look at it in this light, when Islam first went out, of course it was touching the Aboriginal people all over the world, because these are the people who were basically embracing Islam in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, even in Spain, as we understood. The Vandal people, who were the Aboriginal people of Spain, they were the main population of the Muslims in Al-Andalus for hundreds of years. In the 20th, 21st century, we find now that with this colonial structure, alhamdulillah, there are people embracing Islam from the Aboriginal populations, for instance, Australia. Aborigines are embracing Islam in Melbourne and in other parts. In southern Africa, the Khoisan people, the original people whose DNA goes back maybe further than anybody else, they're embracing Islam in crowds. In the Americas, there are the people who are embracing Islam, Inuit people, of the northern people wrongly called Eskimos, and First Nations people. They are embracing Islam. So there are indigenous people all over the planet who are now recognizing that Islam will take them back to their natural form of worship in an organized fashion.